It's Rover time once again. Today we're going to bring the Rover out to an area near Box Canyon on the way there, kind of near the tank. And we're going to test it in some loose sandy soil and maybe do some collection of rocks. Again, we'll place some rocks on top, see how much they weigh, see how much the Rover can carry, and continue the tests of durability for the Rover. We have a couple of alright batteries. They're not fully charged, so we don't expect it to be all that long a EVA. Maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, because we're going to drive out. See you later. So it is still pretty maneuverable in the sand here, just not when it gets stuck. We need the clearance. Hi, we just came back from EVA number 39, I believe. And we went out for about 3 hours. It was a good EVA. Went down the road near the tank and towards the canyon. What's the canyon called?
Box Canyon.
Box Canyon. Did a couple of things. Some geology and the Rover stuff. Talk about the Rover stuff first. Some interesting lessons learned today. Especially, we were looking for a sandy area to test the Rover, and we found that if by chance the bottom of the chassis goes up toward on top of a rock, then the tires begin to spin and they just dig out the sand. And because it's such loose sand, you get stuck on that rock. You just dig yourself into a hole where you're suspended on top. Even though it's four-wheel drive, it happens on all the wheels, so it's very tricky. The main advice that we can give to ourselves is to stay away from any rocks when you're in a sandy area. In fact, just stay away from sandy areas altogether. It's just so loose and so easy to get into bushes or into the up on top of the rocks. Any other Rover tips?
Yeah, I might have to drive a little carefully because remember it flipped over.
We did have a flip today, our first flip, and that was because, again, the sand, we went up on top of a little bush, and I guess the other end maybe sunk in a little bit and toppled it. We were also on a hill, so the key thing for any hill is to take it nice, easy, slow, and just be cautious, especially in that environment.
The middle part of the chassis dragging on the ground.
Yeah, when all the weight was on there, even you could see 3 tracks, 2 tires in the middle part of the chassis. So again, just making sure that we adjust the struts and springs to make sure that none of it's dragging on the ground. We need as much clearance as possible. A couple inches should be enough. Maybe not in the sandy areas, but a couple inches is more than enough in most areas, provided we can get that fixed up right. The second part was geology, and I wanted to talk about your rock.
Yeah, we found some interesting rock pieces, some rock samples that had a bit of moss or lichen growing on it. 3 varying colors, went from green to orange, and there were some white ones as well that we found. We decided to bring them back in, so we're hoping to take it back to our university, do a spectral analysis on it, just in search of extremophiles and things like that. It would be interesting just to see the type of data we get from our instruments.
Let's do a close-up on the rocks. Extreme close-up on the rocks. As you can see, there's several colors. We got green, orangey red, kind of a beigey, bluey, whitey, and a black. Red rock, white rock. This was just on the surface. We didn't have to dig too hard to get to these.
And that's it.
Bye-bye.